How's it going, everybody? I am Donut. I am here with
Thermites.
This is, as always, a Black Lives Matter, all culture bastards, and trans rights supporting channel. You better support that shit, or get the fuck off this channel. This is Hawkeye Season 1, Episode 5, which is titled Ronin.
Yeah.
Yes, Ronin. So I guess we're just going to, this one's called just Ronin. There's not really been a naming scheme for Hawkeye at all.
No. There's been a couple episodes where, we went, oh, that's kind of like this. But
yeah.
It's been all over the place.
I would put him, closer towards, the Loki side of things, where it was just, very literal titles of, what's going to be in the episode. So, yeah, don't really have any guesses or anything, don't have anything specific, we're going to delve more into the Ronin stuff, and,
Yeah.
But, I feel like we got pretty much of a good grasp of why he was doing things he's done, and, I don't feel like there's any questions remaining in the Ronin stuff.
Yeah. If we're getting a flashback or anything, I'd imagine it'd be to, let Yelena.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That stuff.
Oh, yes, by the way, I'll probably put it in, record a little thing to put it in last episode. Hopefully I did. Hopefully I didn't forget, because this is probably editing this months later.
Mm-hmm.
But we completely forgot about the post-credit scene from Black Widow. Yeah. Where, her name was Yelena, not Elena. I think we were thinking of Val, Elaine Seinfeld. But yeah, we forgot about the whole scene where Val went to her, and said, they're gonna get revenge on Hawkeye and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure we even specifically said, oh yeah, so she's gonna appear in Hawkeye. We forgot completely.
Yeah.
But, okay, so going into this episode now, we remember that, and, so assumingly Val did send, we had a whole, she's probably doing this on her. No. So Val probably sent her. It is crazy that Yelena is being roped into something this obviously wrong and stupid.
Yeah.
Why do you think Hawkeye needs to get revenge on? Why do you,
I mean, if what we're doing this season is the vengeance consumes you.
Yeah.
I think it's as simple as that. She is too smart for this, but it's being dangled in front of her. It is he is responsible for, for Natasha's death, so.
Yeah. It's just interesting because I felt like Yelena was the more mature one of the two sisters. Whereas Black Widow was, Natasha was way more impulsive and way more emotional driven, whereas Yelena was very easily able to compartmentalize, it seemed like, even when it came to family stuff. So, it's a little bit it feels a little bit too, contrived, we just want to have an evil Black Widow sort of thing.
Yeah, they're gonna have to sell us on it.
Yeah. So I guess that's what I'm saying. I hope we get to understand why she, is so consumed by this revenge or not. Okay, let's get into this. As always, check the link in the description for the full length. Let's go! Okay, so, as I was saying, I convinced myself, even after the Fat Man thing, that, I was like, we're overthinking this. We're getting so hyped for, a character that we know, when it's probably just going to be Jack.
Right. I can see that.
And then reveal it, and I went, wait, what is Jack's role in all this? Who is he? What are we doing with him? Okay, so Kingpin. Okay, so we currently have only gotten up to the Defenders and the Netflix stuff. So where we are on the Netflix stuff, Kingpin's still in prison and everything like that. Assumingly he'll get out, and then Matt's not gonna kill him. So assumingly he gets out, and then gets away. I assumed season 3 Daredevil was gonna be all about Kingpin, but how the hell does he get away to the point where he does all of this again?
Yeah. Because also, I don't want to speculate too much about season 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is interesting that, what we've seen in this show is before any of that stuff would have happened, and then, way after it. So there's a very reasonable gap where all sorts of stuff could happen. Plus, there's, the snap. That'd be such a good time for, all the crime stuff to go nuts.
And just say, we are going to get back to the Netflix stuff. But, we're really trying to catch up on Phase 4 first.
Yeah.
Just because we have such a backlog, and we have such a backlog of the Netflix stuff as it is. So, like, we absolutely want to get back to it, but we have limited time and everything like that. So, hopefully we can catch up on Phase 4 at some point. We're so far behind. but yeah, so we'll get back to that. But yeah, so I one, this is, the same actor from the Daredevil stuff, obviously, So we brought over Daredevil and we brought over Kingpin now.
Yeah.
Like, from Daredevil specifically. Do you think they're going to ever bring over anything from the other ones? Or is it just going to be Daredevil, only Daredevil?
I feel like it's just going to be Daredevil. Like, with the others, like, people love Jessica Jones, but also, like, that was a very contained thing.
Yeah.
Like, and Luke Cage, Luke Cage and Iron Fist, I just hear have a bad reputation. I like Luke Cage well enough, but I don't think they would. I think this is the big, like, if we're gonna bring anything back and have it be hype, like, that's also, like, this immediately makes Hawkeye hype to anyone who wouldn't care about it.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah. Honestly, it is crazy that they're, just like, throw in, something from Daredevil and people lose their minds. But, like, yeah. I can't remember what I was just about to say. I can actually see, I'm thinking if there's going to be anything else that's brought over from another series, it's going to be Iron Fist.
Okay.
Now, I don't think it's because, like, Iron Fist is the least watched show and nobody likes it. It's my favorite of the Netflix ones, but I'm in the minority there. But I think there's just so much that they can bring from it without you needing to have watched Iron Fist.
Sure,
they can bring in Colleen, they can bring in just Rand Industries and Danny as a character without even making him a superhero. In the same way that Matt could just appear as a lawyer in No Way Home.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think with Danny's role as just like a normal person in society, and also how big Rand is, I feel like it's going to be bad if they don't bring that in.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to feel weird because it's such a big part of the world. And then also, it's connected to all this, spiritual stuff as well, and other dimensions and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So, like, and dragons, which are a big part of the MCU. So, yeah, I would say Iron Fist, I am sure, is going to come back. Because I don't think it's even going to be like a, I think they're totally fine. I mean, like, we can reference it and people are not going to have watched it, but it doesn't matter because it'll just, people aren't going to care.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that's how it's going to be. But yeah, Luke Cage, it's going to be, like, what would you bring from Luke Cage, You would, I would assume, have to bring one of, like, the villains that aren't, that super recognizable or like, holy crap, it's them.
Yeah.
And yeah, same with Jessica Jones, like, the villains are dead. What are you going to do?
There's not a whole lot you can do there.
Yeah, like, you could bring in, like, Trish Talk,
Yeah, like, I think just world stuff from each series. Like, if you ever visit Harlem in the MCU for a different show or a different movie or something, you could, like, show, like, where Pops used to be or something.
Yeah. But okay, so Kingpin is the uncle.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Oh my god. Like, again, assumingly, colloquially, the uncle. And yeah, so Kazi was the fucking informant.
Yeah. Would never have guessed that, but in hindsight, it fits. It makes total sense. It is like, why are you the only member of the organization that survived? Yeah.
And, like, again, it fits into the whole, like, he doesn't want to be found out, and, like, he's very secretive and all that. So, like, what the fuck is up with this watch?
Yeah, what could the watch be?
Yeah. Like, the watch is, like, there's no character that really wears a watch other than Kingpin that I could think of.
Yeah. Is he the person they don't want their secret to get out? Is it the, like, oh no, they'll know that Wilson Fisk is the Kingpin of crime?
Maybe somehow, but, like, they already know that. The world already knows that. So, like, I mean, that's why he's having to work, assumingly, like, in, like, shadowy stuff now, as opposed to, like, official, stuff, because everybody knows he's the Kingpin. He's not really, he can't really hide that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited for this final fucking episode. We about to get some, like, Battle Royale type shit going on, man. What the fuck's gonna happen?
Also, like, Kingpin being the uncle, like, before, the uncle was just sort of a, like, vague thing. This also does feed into, like, the adoptive father thing we've got going on now.
Yeah.
Or, the, like, father figure stuff in general is just really big in the series.
Yeah.
Very curious to see what his relationship is with Maya, because, clearly he's using her. But also, again, they were close enough that he literally himself drove her from, like, judo practice. Like, that is so close. That is not that's not a, like, general, oh, he's just a person we respect. It is like, no, this guy probably comes to, to dinner.
Oh, yeah. Like, he was certainly grooming her.
Yeah.
100%. Like, that was the, like, I am the boss of this organization, and he just went to her father and went, listen, I'm going to drive her home. And he was just like, okay.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, it's sort of like, from an extremely early age, he was like, this girl's going to be powerful. I can use her as a weapon.
Yeah. Like, build your own number 2.
Yeah. Which she isn't even, she's just his weapon. I would say Kazing's his number 2.
Fair.
But yeah. Yeah. What do you think Jack's role in all this is?
I think he is just the laundry guy.
What do you mean, just the launderer? Why did he kill Armand?
Well,
what did Armand know?
I don't think he knew anything. I think that was just for the inheritance.
Okay, so you do think he was trying to get the inheritance?
Yeah, I think. I think in the same way that maybe the mom killed the dad. In a similar way, I think that was just a really crazy thing is happening right now, while things are messed up, and also, like, he was so disapproving of his relationship. Yeah. So I think that could have been a double, like, I'm not gonna let you fuck up this relationship, / whatever we're doing here. Presumably, she is his gateway into the world of crime with the Kingpin and whatnot. Because again, like...
But the fact that he's never worked a job or day in his life.
Yeah, but, like, it seems like one of those classic, you get your significant other to have a shell company in their name, and then you launder stuff through them.
Right.
Like, just, because they've got a name that is separate. Or, you do that for your kids and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this was a big... He didn't have any money. He was, still part of... Like, he was going to inherit something from Armand eventually. But it was a real, like, oh, I can get involved with this woman who is very rich and who can make me very rich as well, like, through the shell company stuff and all that. And Armand was like, no, she's going to get you killed or something worse.
Yeah, like...
Or even just, like, if he knew about the Kingpin, it would be a simple, like, I don't want you getting that close to, the Kingpin of crime, to, like, the real bad crime stuff. Like, just be a playboy or whatever.
But yeah, I think there's still another layer to it. Like, I'm still foggy on, like, what did she want to happen? Was she planning to do something? Did she think that he was fully innocent and she was just in this for a relationship? I don't know. Like, was it just if she finds out what you're doing, you're going to be in a lot of trouble? Or is it just you don't understand, you're already being honey-trapped or whatever?
Yeah.
I don't know. And he's, so skilled of a fighter. The swords started once they got into a relationship. What the hell, man? What the hell?
Yeah. He could have more significance, but where I'm personally gonna land is he's not that significant in all of this. Like, he is very skilled. There is a lot to him, but mainly, like, he's way in over his depth.
Okay, I'm going to say the opposite. I'm going to say Jack is our true big bad.
Okay.
Fuck it. You know what?
Oh?
Watch this shit. Watch this crazy take. Jack's gonna kill Kingpin.
Okay.
That's my theory. Jack's
okay.
Gonna kill Kingpin.
Okay.
Getting rid of him. Big holy fuck. We brought back Kingpin. Great big holy fuck.
That would be a big one.
Kingpin. Now Swordsman, new Kingpin.
Damn.
That's because he just seems too important and too interesting and cool and crazy to just be a loser. And I've only read one issue with the Swordsman, but I have to say he's my favorite villain in the comics.
Okay,
so there's some bias. There's a bias.
But yeah, like, if he does anything big, like, they have convinced me very well that he is a loser, that he is, like, you know, the lowest one on the totem pole. So if they did something like that, it would, like, rattle me to my core. Like, especially if I were watching this, you know, just by myself. It'd be a real, like, oh my god, I could have never, ever thought about this.
Versus I think he has only slipped up once in the entire thing, which is, you know, when he was like, you know, the fencing thing.
Okay.
But I think everything else, he's been a perfect actor. I think he is purposely just getting sayings wrong and shit too. Just cuz.
It's cute.
Yeah, like he is just, he knows how to be a quirky little guy.
I can see it.
I'm saying that. That's my guess. Because I've been saying, like, somebody's gotta die. This feels like a series in which a character is gonna get killed, like, a villain's gonna get killed by a villain.
Yeah.
It's just I thought it was going to be, you know, Maya getting killed, but, you know, I think I said, like, oh, I think, you know, the mom was going to kill Maya or something. I thought the mom was going to kill somebody. Or the mom was going to kill Swordsman or something like that. But I still think a villain is going to die by a villain's hand.
Sure.
Super. Sub-theory, which I'm sticking on. Kingpin going to die by Swordsman's hand. But at the same time, the sword is a blunt object. We need these LARPers to give us one of their swords, and it'll probably be fucking sharper than that shit.
It's making me reconsider when we see Armand, and he's got, like, it's not a clean slice through the middle.
Yeah.
It is like a big hack job.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe this thing is just extremely blunt.
Yeah, like, I thought this was going to be, like, a really deadly sword, but it seems like it's just contractable. That's it. That's the only reason Hawkeye has it. It's contractable. Or retractable. Contract. But yeah, I really liked the talk with Elena and everything like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, again, is that being consumed by rage and just being used as a weapon by somebody, and, you know, how easily you're manipulatable when you're trying to get revenge, you know, for something that is all that you can't get revenge for.
Yeah, it is that, you know, like anger and, you know, all that stuff can be used as a weapon, if, you know, in your own hands, if you think about it, if you do it correctly. But most people are not going to do that. It is just part of the human condition. You're gonna mess up.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I would like to see more of, like, you know, Hawkeye. Like, Hawkeye was tipped off by an informant to come kill them and everything like that. Like, what was he told, you know? And also, like, what were they actually doing, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, we know too little information. Innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
Everyone talks shit about the Ronin, but I will never talk shit about the Ronin until we see anything. Like, yeah.
Yeah, because it's the classic, like, oh, what, he was way worse than Maya's group. We don't know that.
Yeah.
They could have been doing some awful, heinous stuff.
Yeah, we have no information on really either side.
Yeah.
So, yeah. This dog's gonna die. I say it every time this dog's gonna die.
Dog can't live off of pizza alone.
They give him some eggs, too.
Dog likes eggs way more than the pizza.
Yeah, I mean, they're not even only feeding this dog pizza. They have force-fed this dog pizza at one point and then named it Pizza Dog. And then they're just feeding it Cheez-Its and eggs and frozen pizza. This dog is either gonna die or it has the worst diarrhea you've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
They also they're not really walking it at all.
Oh, boy.
Do you think Grills or the LARPers who will be involved in the sense of, like, they'll be in the fight somehow? Not actually fighting, but, like, even if something stupid, like, they all just show up like, for Hawkeye!
My guess... Oh, this is a shaky one, but I like it.
Yeah.
My guess is one of them decided to do a Hawkeye cosplay. Like, of the, like, 2 suits that they made that were their own thing.
Yeah.
My guess is in the final arc, we're gonna have, like, not that they'll be in the fight, but it'll be a situation of, like, oh, Hawkeye went all the way over there, and that splits up one of the factions, or, like, maybe just, like, the tracksuits run after him, and then we learn, like, oh, actually, that was, you know, just a LARPer. I'm saying the tracksuits would do that because A, they're stupid, B, they wouldn't also just beat the crap out of this LARPer. If he was like, hey, I'm Grills, do I look like Hawkeye to you?
That's a good point. I mean, I could also see him going like, I don't know, I don't see color.
Oh no!
I can absolutely see the
I can see it.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna come and fight, but now I was going like, When you said that, I went, no, I don't think they're gonna make a Hawkeye suit, but what if they made other Avengers outfits?
Oh!
We did an Avengers Assemble at the libraries.
I can see it.
But then we'd also have 2 Hawkeyes. And the Black Widow is the enemy.
Oh.
It doesn't quite work. And yeah, there's not enough people for like all 6 even.
Yeah.
But we've been doing so much with like the original Avengers and Ant-Man.
I could see... Yeah, I can't quite figure out what the gag would be, but that feels like a gag we're going to do in the final episode.
Yeah. I don't know how, but... Oh, God. I am excited for whatever this thing's going to be.
Oh, yeah.
Where do you think our final fight's going to take place? So there's not like a location that we've set up. You know, we have the car lot here. Oh, actually, I think it's going to take place at the Christmas tree.
Oh, yeah. Like, either the Christmas tree or, like, in the first half, we were really bringing up the Christmas party, you know?
Yeah.
The Bishop Industries Christmas party.
The non-denominational party.
Yeah, of course.
Not a Christmas party.
My apologies. But yeah, it could be either... I'm thinking maybe it'll, like, spill over there, because also, that party would be a good place to have, like, Fisk, if he's, like...
Yeah.
Doing, like, I don't quite know how you'd be able to
how would he? Because they all know he's the Kingpin.
I mean, he was like the Kingpin like 10 years ago at this point.
10 years ago? When was Daredevil?
Daredevil started, I believe, in like 2011.
It started... No, it couldn't have. No, because it happened after Avengers 2012.
Avengers. So yeah.
At the very least, it had to have been in like 2012, 2013.
Sure.
And 2012, that was like towards the end of 2012, right?
Yeah.
So I'm guessing at least 2013.
Okay, but let's bump it up a little bit. Let's say he goes to jail in 2014.
Sure.
Within Endgame, we go to, I believe, 2024.
Yeah.
So that would still be 10 years. Like, that's like, if he didn't get snapped, that'd be enough time for him to do the whole, like, listen, I stepped up during the snap, I'm a good guy, I've reformed myself.
You're right. It probably is something like that. I'm also... It sucks because I really wish we knew what Season 3 of Daredevil was like.
Yeah.
Fuck. But, like... Yeah, because that would change so much, but we're just gonna have to go off of not really knowing anything.
Oh yeah, like I have to assume Hawkeye is written with the assumptions you haven't seen Season 3 Daredevil.
Yes, absolutely, but I also think it is written with the assumption that Season 3 Daredevil does happen.
Yeah, I can understand that.
You know, like, I mean, we'll have to see, but like, if this is just gonna be a hard reset, then I don't know how I feel about that.
Sure.
Because like, I really don't like the idea of bringing Daredevil into the MCU fresh.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, oh, I don't want to fucking do all this again.
Yeah. We could also, like, get some flashbacks, maybe.
Sure. Like,
or,
to Daredevil?
Yeah. Or, like, you would put it in the recap or something. Like, the recaps just jumped hard to the movies and stuff.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to jump to the Netflix series. I don't think so. I think it's going to be you either know or you don't know.
Okay.
We're not, like, saying, yes or no, but you either know or you don't know. What the fuck was I saying? I don't remember. Yeah, just that, like, also, he's rich as fuck. He's a very big public figure. He is, he will never say that he's done anything wrong. So you're gonna have, there's probably a huge portion of the population that is defending him. Is huge, Fisk stands and shit like that. Yeah. Really, all he has to do is get on Twitter, and he's probably going to be fine. Get on Twitter and say, I've been canceled, and he can immediately run a business again. He'll get a grant to run a business. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't even matter that it's been 10 years. It could be 10 months.
Also, the Val stuff did not, like, plug into this episode.
No.
So that is just not necessarily a separate thing. It could be like a chain from her to Kingpin.
Yeah, because we didn't even see Val in the recap at all.
No. Yeah, or it could just be a separate. I know you're mad about Clint. Here's some other stuff we could do, and then separately, like she's being taken advantage of by two different parties.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on how they want to spin it. Just wanted to bring it up since we started the episode with the big it was Val.
Yeah. Also, good on her for texting Kate, that, listen, I owe you this, Also, like, I'm gonna go kill your mother, by the way.
Oh, yeah? But honestly, that's something I do love about her, is that, including in the movie, she's very good about communication in a franchise where people are very bad at it.
Yeah.
Where they just don't say stuff to each other a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Kate is also very good about communication.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Clint is the one who keeps on saying no, but she keeps on trying to talk to him.
Yeah. Also, as we talked about at the beginning, it does seem like the world does not know that Natasha's dead. Like, with how Kate reacted to her saying that she was dead. Not like confirmation or anything like that, but like it seemed like she was surprised that she was dead. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just.
Yeah, I feel like it was confirmed at some point, like publicly. But I don't know when. Like maybe I'm just thinking of the Far From Home like in memoriam thing at the start.
Oh yeah, do they have Black Widow there?
I don't remember. Is the thing.
I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, we don't know right now.
Yeah, or we forgot.
Yeah.
Either we don't know or we forgot. What else? I will say, this fight wasn't that good.
No.
Compared to all the Phase 4 fights except for Loki, this was like the weakest.
Yeah, like this one had a lot of cuts where it didn't feel like they needed to have cuts.
Mm-hmm. Like yeah, this I felt like was a little bit of like I don't know, a rushed job, or like, let's not put her all into this one because the big fight's coming up next, and like all these other ones were much cooler and everything like that.
Yeah, like it leaned on a lot of the bad fight / like we don't want our actor to do much staples, the cuts, the very dark, the cutting around a lot and not really showing the blows even in a angle way.
Yeah, and the blows not mattering.
Yeah.
But yeah, still not as bad as the Timekeeper room in Loki. That was absolutely the worst fight I've ever seen.
I don't know if we're ever getting that bad again.
Yeah, I mean, man, I thought Iron Fist was bad. Jesus Christ. Like, how... He wouldn't even learn the damn choreography and it was better than that. How do you get that bad? Anyway.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it does say a lot that there's only like two, Loki generally had not great fights, but that was the only one that was like bad. Yeah. And again, this is the only other one that I would say is bad. I mean, I wouldn't even say this one was bad, to be fair. This one was just like not that good. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't like, oh, that was stupid or whatever. It was just like, yeah, could have been better for sure. But the fact that there's only like two of those that I can like point to in Phase 4 so far.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, like the only other thing I want to still like not really say, but just like the watch will let whoever has it will potentially be able to find Hawkeye's family. Why was this watch in the compound? If that was the case, why not keep it with the family?
Yeah.
I don't have anything to say about it, just like, that's not what I was expecting this watch was, dangerous for, or whatever. Like, it would allow them to find out their identity. We kept thinking that was like a hero or something like that, but no, that was the family. So, I don't know.
Yeah. It's not even an identity thing, because, like, yeah, Maya had the identities.
But she probably got that through the watch.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Like, yeah, I think that's what the, yeah. Because that's why, he was worried about why he had to end it and everything like that. Like, I thought it was going to take... Did they get the watch back? He got the watch at one point. Or Kate got the watch at one point.
Boy.
But did they steal it back?
I actually don't know.
I can't remember. I feel like they still have it. And so he just wanted to go to, like, beat her and say, like, look, I beat you, I'll kill you next time. Yeah,
that would also make more sense if, like, the watch is, it can give her names and stuff, because she already had the names written down.
Yeah.
So that would be I know you already have the information, don't act on it.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. We're going to see you guys for the finale. Until then, get the fuck out of here.